Thanks for coming back to see what's on Mo's mind. It's been a minute since I put up a video. I got some other things I need to make a video for, but I wanted to get this one up kind of quick because we have the Striker out now, and it's a great vehicle, but it does need a little bit of help. So most of us know, there's a few of us that got lucky and it doesn't work, but most of us, when you go and we put this thing together here, if you look at it wrong, it comes apart on you. You kind of got to fight it. So I've made a little upgrade system here. It's going to make that way more rigid and give it a little bit more versatility. Okay, so if you get this from me, what you will get, you'll get a couple of these guys here. There's one right here. This one fits the standard weapon that comes with the Striker. It will also fit, oops, mine's all kind of janky, but it'll also fit the one off the vamp. My barrels need to be straightened. I pulled this off pretty quick and put gridiron stuff on it. And then there's this one right here that'll come with, that will fit your third-party accessories like the gridiron gun there and some of the stuff I make too. And what do you do with this? So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of put this guy together here, and I can show you how this is going to make it more rigid and give it a little bit more ability. So first things first, you're going to have these guys right here. These are, oops, I'm up out of the screen, my bad. I'm going to have these guys here. Let me get this so you can see. That's going to give it some rear support. That's where one of the biggest flaws is in this. And the holes will line up. So if you look here in this car, this will fit right across there, and there's a little notch right here. It just slides in. And it is going to feel kind of loose, and that's okay. It'll tighten up as we get everything put together there. Do the same thing on this side. This slides over. Now there's kind of a recess that goes over those holes, so you'll feel it kind of sit down in there. That's when you know it's in the right place. Then we're going to take our top piece here. I'm going to go ahead and do the one that uses the gridiron thing. Like I said, this one right here will fit the standard one. You can put that on if that's what you want to go with, but I want to show you the other part, which is this right here, so we need to use this one. When I'm putting it on there, there's going to be a hole that meets with the peg, and then these little pieces here on the side will hook over the railing, or not railing, but roll cage, and you just kind of feel it till it goes on the hole. Now if you look through these holes, it's very close to the original mounting hole, but it's going to be slightly off, mainly because that's going to give it some tension on this back part here. It doesn't actually have to reach the original mounting points. This will hold it much better. So what we do is we're going to start from the front, and I would go ahead and put whoever you want in there first, just because this is a little bit cramped on the inside, I've noticed. And we get in between the two antennae, get those front ones going there, and you'll see it starting to line up with the back part here. So I'm going to put that loosely in there, and then I'm going to come to the center part, and I'm going to make sure those are sitting down in there, and then I can press this all the way. Alright, and that's on there. Okay. And then what I would do is that if you're going to use the back seat, you know, you can normally just put it in that way if you have the regular one in, but if you're going to put the gridiron stuff or any of the other third-party stuff in there, it raises it up. So I made a spacer here, and the one that you'll get will have an arrow that points forward, so you know which way it goes, because it's not exactly in the center that this has to sit. That just sits on there, and then that sits down in there. Now it gets kind of cramped again in the back here, so if you're going to go ahead and put it in the figure, at this point I would just lift this back out and tilt it forward, slip the figure in, stick it back down. Okay, so you've got that going there. You could then take the gridiron piece, stick it up in that hole there. The ammo cans that come with this, these belts fit really well in this, so if you want to rig that up, you can. Alright, so you got that guy there. You could wrap it around however you want. They are kind of long. And then the roll cage in the back, I start in the back hole here, just kind of lightly put it in there. There's two kind of, it's like there's a piece to the left and the right that this sits, kind of gets sandwiched between. That gives us tension this way and this way. and then you'll feel it kind of go down on the hole, so that's giving your tension all the other directions. And now that's in there, and this is way more sturdy than just the standard way. And there you go, easy peasy, and completely reversible, no permanent modifications there. Alright, can I have it all set up right here with rock and roll in the back there and kind of all the accoutrements on the top. So if you're interested in something like this, you can just go check it out on my Etsy page. I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll try to pin a comment to the top if I can remember to do so this time. Alright, thanks for stopping by.